Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, Fanking, unboxing, car news, unboxing, car news.
That was pretty good.
Marty
Conspiracy
Moog's
Hat, mytown,
Fanking,
mycrapcar,
unboxing.
Yep.
We got
you know the deal.
We got an unboxing special, people. It's absolutely huge.
Yep.
And we've got a special kind of Mighty Car Mods themed related news. We've got a code word. One of the companies that we called out, and I'm pretty sure we said they didn't get back to us.
They didn't for ages.
They didn't for ages, and then look what's arrived. It arrived. So, I hope that's not breakable. We're going to be going through that as well. You've sent us lots of stuff we're going through. There's exciting news. There's car stuff.
There's so much car stuff.
It's massive. Let's jump right into the news. All right, first thing on the news. I'm back, Martin. Hello, mate.
You weren't really that gone.
I wasn't really that gone.
You were kind of gone.
As you may have read about the interwebs, I've been doing Top Gear, and I've been away for about 4 months, but then I've been coming back and making car stuff as well, and but I'm back today. Martin, I love this man. I've told you that before. He held the fort and spent all of our money on a bunch of cars that I don't want.
How many? I spent
How many cars, how many vehicles did you buy while I was overseas?
I'm going to say 3.
Yeah, there's 5.
They are worth
There's 5.
way less than what you spent on your up while you weren't even here.
Okay. Anyway, basically, there were 5 new cars, one of which you'll be seeing soon because I was here for the start of this project.
Yes.
Marty has been doing something incredible, and unfortunately, we can't show them for a little while because
Not just yet.
It's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming out soon for a
telly.
thing, and it's going to be on telly, and which means we're shooting it all, and we're making it all, and we're getting it done real quick, but we can't show you just yet. That doesn't happen often. Maybe once a year or twice a year, that sort of thing will happen. Usually, when we make a video, it's made in the last week or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Almost always. Unless or sometimes something goes wrong, like with the up, where we're like, we're going to release it, and then we blow up the ECU or something bad happens. We're like, well, we can't release it because we don't want to leave people on a cliffhanger for 3 months while we try and figure it out. So we maybe will hold that back and then put something else out. So usually videos come out once or twice a week. Sometimes I would say it's once or twice a fortnight. Occasionally, at times like now, when there's lots of crossing over of different projects.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
I think that sounds about right. I was laughing a lot over the weekend because Marty and I were both down at the Formula One.
For the first time, I hadn't been there before.
And I'd never been there before either. So I was there doing some Top Gear stuff, and I came to the Formula One in a car. How did you get there, Martin? Because you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, no, I came there in a helicopter. I got helicoptered. I got a pretty cool experience.
Oh, it's so baller.
Pretty cool experience.
We're seeing that soon, right?
Yes, you're seeing it very soon. Where I actually got flown out of the middle of Melbourne to Phillip Island. Then I hot lapped some cars, which I will never be able to afford to buy in my life. And if you crash them, I didn't even know if my credit card had enough money for like the insurance. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you need to tap your credit card. I'm like, I don't even know if that limit is enough.
Didn't your credit card get maxed out because someone? Are we talking about that or not?
What are we talking about?
Oh, your credit card. Didn't you have an incident down there in your Polestar?
Oh, yeah, my hire car. That's a whole other story. I'll get to that in a sec. Let me finish the last one. Went and hot lapped some cars. Then they helicopter you out of Phillip Island into Albert Park, which is where the F1 is. So I actually cruised in a helicopter.
I was in a car and then I walked.
But then the funny thing was, after that, I'm like, how do I get home? And I had to walk like nearly 10 Ks, which was kind of funny, like the juxtaposition. But I actually really enjoyed the walk, and I got to hang out with some of my friends, which was awesome. I got to see this guy at the F1 a bit, which was great. Saw lots of fans, so many high fives,
so many of you down
people.
there. And I met 2 Unicorn Fan circuits.
No
fans. 2 Unicorn Circuit fans.
Isn't that like 8%
And they came up to a selfie line, and one of them actually said to me, do you know the only thing he said to me? He came up for a photo, and he said, I'm one of the 37. That's the only, and he and I just went
secret handshake.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we know. We know. So thank you if that was you.
Yeah, lots of people there. I had a cool like car festival vibe. I hadn't been to the F1 in Australia before. I had been many years ago overseas.
So big.
Really
so
big.
Expensive.
Sold out. So in Australia, I think that was like nearly 500,000 people went through over the whole weekend. It's pretty wild. Like you can't see much from some areas. You can from others.
I never got it though, because I've seen Drive to Survive. I'm catching up on the last. Have you seen them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I hadn't seen all of them. I'm catching up on it. And on TV, it seems like exciting telly. But when you're there is this real, like these young drivers and all the cars, they are like gods in machines. And they walk out and everyone's like, it's like they're like deities. It's crazy.
What was awesome was so I was there to look at some. I went into the pits where the Porsches were. So they have like a Carrera Challenge thing, which Michelin are the sponsors for all the tyres. So they're all run Michelin tyres, and they're specially developed for that series. But I went and spoke to one of the mechanics, which is actually he was friends with Ying, who came to the Porsche thing, who was in our Malaysia team. And
Link
he's
in
like,
the Malaysia video
he's like,
below, by the way.
I'm the mechanic for this car. And I spoke to him for ages about the car. It was really interesting how they come out of the factory, what those guys modify, how you get a job doing his job, because it's pretty cool being a team mechanic for cars, for race cars. And I gave him a lanyard, and when I was talking to him, we noticed that they're really superstitious. The mechanics are really superstitious. If they change something in the car, like put a funny sticker on, or like, sometimes they write stuff on the roof that the drivers
it's like
can
an
see.
unlucky shirt.
If they do something and the car starts losing, they will undo it. So I said to him, I go, I'll give this lanyard. If your car starts losing, you have to throw it away.
Absolutely.
It's now lucky or unlucky. That car came first. And he sent me a photo of him holding the lanyard and go, it's forever.
It was
such a cool story. Anyway, there's
Can
a video
we please share that photo somewhere?
We can.
Stick it on the Insta.
I'll find it. I don't know where it is, but I'll find
I followed your Insta, Martin.
Oh, you got an Insta?
I followed your Insta.
I had an Insta, which was like a personal Insta, and then one day I woke up and I had like 1,000 followers, and I never actually clicked it to public, but it became public. I went, I guess I'm on Instagram now. That's my Instagram journey. You started one like 4 days ago.
I started one 2 days ago, and I had one friend, which was Martin. And then Bo Ryan followed me and just made some stupid pictures of my face covered in black squares.
Yes.
Which was very funny. Thank you for that. I followed Martin and I had a look, and it was great. But anyway, Martin's got an Instagram, and I just shouted it out. We'll put him below, and you can look at some more stuff on the internet.
It's probably just going to be pictures of excavators and old cars, to be honest, nugget cars, but that's fun.
Probably. Martin, we've been working on a lot of cars.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff due to hit people's eyeballs,
Yes.
and some exciting vehicles like the mouldy one, the one covered in
I
moss.
forgot that one.
And so,
yeah, I actually did buy 4 cars.
oh, you want me to keep reminding you about the ones you bought?
Oh, is there another one? I think that's it.
Come on, man.
I nearly bought a 5th, but I went, this is getting crazy.
You're pretty much averaging on one a month.
But you know when stuff comes across the table and you're like, you can't not. You do it all the time, man. All your Civics that you buy with casino roulette wheels in the back.
My Civics,
The ones with the roulette wheel was your Civic.
as well as your 4, have not 2 extra Civics arrived.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 6. That's 6
One of the
cars.
Civics that's coming up, super unique. So unique. So awesome.
6. Anyway, we can't leave each other alone. I missed you a lot, Martin.
That's good. In other news...
Martin, we're lucky that you were here, because this is the other thing that I want to address. And this is important. Number one, when this opportunity came up for me to go and do this thing, I was like, Marty, what do you think? He was very supportive of it,
do it.
even though life for him would have been harder.
Yes.
And then people are like, why don't you do it together? Well, we've got our own thing happening together, and there's a few exciting films on the way, but don't worry about that. But if that was the case, that would be a whole lot of fun, but then there'd be no Mighty Carmwoods.
Well, yeah, it'd be...
Because we'd be away
Mighty
for 6 months a
Carmwood
year.
elsewhere with someone
we
else.
would be for 4 months of the year, which would be a bit weird.
Yeah, that'd be
anyway,
weird.
I'm happy to come back. Not so happy about the Civics and the mouldy thing, but I'm very happy to be here. And Martin, are we talking about the?
Yeah, in a second. I just want to give, because people have been asking, it's all over the socials. Gemini, we've been at the paint shop every single week since mid-January. The car is actually painted, which is great. But again, like I said before, we want to catch up, so we've got enough to show you in a nice big chunky, what do we call them, like meaty episode.
Yeah.
Like you don't want a kebab that's
Dense.
all lettuce, like just all bullshit. You want like a nice, meaty, saucy one that tastes good.
Do you know what it is? I went down to, when I was in the Formula One, I went to a vegan restaurant. And weirdly, for someone that used to be vegetarian, I go, can I have the menu, please? And they brought it out.
Did the
and
vegans
I was like,
taste a bit weird? Like when you... Do they taste weird?
Well, they tasted like meat.
Oh, that's weird.
Like jellyfish. Rusty jellyfish is what it tasted like. You know what I'm talking about, Martin? That kind of, vegetable but fish...
Sure.
Jellyfish.
Keep going.
Anyway, so it was this restaurant that was a vegan restaurant, and when they brought me the menu, I'm like, oh, where's the meat? And they go, it's a vegan restaurant. And I feel bad. I instantly went, like that. Even though, as a percentage, most of my life I've been veggie, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, anyway, and then so I ordered the chicken breast, which tasted like it, and the lamb skewers. But the best thing that I ate there was a compressed watermelon salad. Now, a compressed watermelon salad is, I think, they get a watermelon and they compress it down and turn it into a steak.
Okay.
Right? And so it's a piece only about as big as an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
But it's heavy. Oh. You know how like watermelon's normally light?
Yeah.
It felt like it's a solid chunk of watermelon. And when you cut a bit off and you go, that's what we want our episodes to be.
Was it good?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking
Compressed
about
watermelon.
like, we want them to be chunky.
So all you need to know
Crunch.
is that the Gemini is coming. Absolutely. There's cars in our book, which you may have seen the last time we made a book. If anyone's got, there's a car in there that you haven't shown yet. That is also underway. Huge job.
The biggest job.
Massive
of
job.
our
Gemini
lives.
is also a massive job. Rebuilding cars takes freaking ages, especially when you go this far with them. The RX-7, the FD, you might have seen that in the background of a couple of the up videos and the Copen and all that sort of stuff. That is also happening. That pretty much has all the parts now required to make it work again.
Yep.
But again, it's a big job to get it working again. And also, I know zero about rotaries, so I can't use my existing experience to go, well, this is easy. I don't know much about them.
That's still not true.
So also the two-door STI,
man.
which we blew up all those years ago, that's also underway. That's had the motor pulled out of it. That is getting a big hitting motor putting in it, which I'm extremely excited about. And the Lavore also, we're getting another redo on the Lavore because that is an absolute weapon and completely useless on the street.
Did you mention the 240Z and the Mini?
No, but that's...
so there's
same.
they coming. So yeah, so there's some work coming up on those as well with some special guests. One of the cars I was asked most about on Formula One weekend, of course, was the Up. Everyone's like, "How's your Up GTI going?" Working, running, but there's another. There's one more layer of icing to go on there, which is head unit, tune. There's a couple of little things happening. I'm going to be chatting with Miles about that.
Screens.
So that's going to be coming too. All in all, there's way too much to do, but loving it because it's cars.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, we've been at it pretty much every day. There'll be some work happening on a car or work happening in a video, like there pretty much always has been. So sometimes you guys will see a whole lot come out, and sometimes it'll be a bit less as it goes through the waves of the completing them. But always aiming for that compressed watermelon, not fluff. This questionable for whether it's fluff or not, but I enjoy this too.
Great.
What's
awesome,
next?
man.
What are we talking about?
We're
Is that even
jumping
legal?
we're jumping into. Is that even legal? All right. Is that even legal? Believe it or not, there's different countries in the world, different cultures, different people, different ideas about how they think the world should work.
Correct.
This week, Martin.
Yep.
Do you like guns?
I've shot few. I would own one. Have no need because I live in Australia.
Yeah. Not a great segue, really. Do you like pigeons?
No, I do not like pigeons. I love pigeons.
That's right. Martin, wait on. No, you don't like.
No,
sorry.
I don't like pigeons.
Do you like pigeons?
No, not really.
Yeah, and
Actually, you know what? There's more annoying birds in Australia than pigeons. I'm just going to say, like pigeons are okay. There's like hey bro, hey bro, hey bro, hey bro. But we got some real annoying birds in Australia.
we got one called an ibis.
A dump chook.
Its beak. If you were bending over and it thought that your butt was a bin, its beak would go so far into you it would be poking out your throat. And bendy like a big banana.
So otherwise known as tip turkeys.
Can we put a photo quick of a bin
tip
chicken
turkeys, bin chickens, dump chooks. Yeah, they're just annoying, weird, smelly birds. But they're native, so you got to be nice to them.
You know what? We've got a bonus. Is that even legal then, Martin?
Yeah, go.
All right. Anyway, so
Pigeons.
in Malta,
Don't like pigeons.
It is illegal. Sorry, illegal.
What is?
It's illegal in Malta to shoot a domesticated pigeon. Wild pigeons, kablemo.
Oh.
Domesticated pigeon, no.
Homing pigeon, I guess that means.
Are they?
Yeah, well, that's the only domesticated pigeon I can think of.
Don't shoot them.
Okay.
I think
won't.
you can-
I'll shoot them with the gun that I don't have.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
But Martin, speaking of which, there's a lot of bush turkeys around Sydney.
Yeah.
And I was asked recently. Someone asked me if they could eat them. I don't believe you can eat them because I think it's a protected thing. And the ibis, which is the ugly bin chicken I was telling you about, I believe they're protected as well.
They are.
And if you ate them, it'd just be a mouthful of lice.
You cannot harm them.
Yeah.
Mouthful of what?
Lice.
I thought you said ass. Because the thing went through the thing. What's the next section?
Martin,
We're going tinfoil?
No, Martin, we're speeding through
We are.
because of what's down here.
There's so much.
We're about to be just pumping through some boxes. Enough about the weekend, though. Down here, there is a lot of stuff that needs to be opened up. So we're going to be getting through that.
Corporate boxes?
What?
Corporate boxes.
A few of them. And so, Martin, are we talking about?
No, we're talking about tinfoil hat cat.
Oh, are we? Okay, great. Welcome to Tinfoil Hat Cat.
This week on Conspiracy Hat Cat, have you ever flown in an aeroplane?
Yes.
Do you like
illegal?
Do you like air travel?
I do.
Do you like eating food on aeroplanes?
I used to until Martin gave me his theory of air food.
Which we'll get to after. But first we're going to talk about something else.
Why is it always eggs? Is that what we're talking about today?
No, a little bit.
Okay.
Have you ever noticed if you've been on an aeroplane and the food tastes a bit weird? Food tastes different. Even if you bring your own food and you eat it, it's like, I can't really taste it very well.
Yes.
That is because the humidity is different in the aeroplane. It's very dry in an aeroplane. You probably notice your skin feels a bit dry, the air feels a bit dry, your nose might feel a bit chapped.
Yes.
Your nose is required for taste. You probably knew that bit.
It's also required for smelling arse. Do you know what I mean?
Which is why you can't smell farts on planes. But that's not what this is about, actually.
No, so if that seems random, sorry.
It
I
was
trying to... No,
The epitome of random.
No, sorry.
No, go.
No,
That's what this segment's
because
all
one of
about.
the things that Marty and I speak about when we travel a lot is
farts.
that they feed everyone eggs.
That's after.
No, but the reason it's like noses are required to smell arse because the first half of the flight you can't taste your food. The second half of the flight, all you can taste is everyone's arse with your nose tongue.
Because they've all... That's legitimately how your nose works. Hey, two little pads, two little tonguey things sitting up there.
And someone else is full just like...
The molecules in the air are carrying the actual fart into your nose. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about humidity.
It's not the fart, Martin.
It's about
It's
12%
actual
humidity.
poo molecule.
It's poo particles, it actually is.
So, and that goes into your body. When
goodness.
someone farts and you breathe it in, their fart's in you forever. Sorry, Martin.
Every bit of water you've ever drunk's been through a dinosaur's dick 12 times.
Yep. Or Marty's 3 times.
That's not the point.
No, it's true.
Here we go.
Every girlfriend you've ever had was James's ex-girlfriend. He's our camera guy. Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He knows what I'm talking about.
You've eaten too much plain food.
All right.
Please. Here we go. Let me finish. Everyone
What
really
section
needs to know
is
what's
this
going on.
Fanking?
Is that even legal? This is tinfoil legal cat. Tinfoil legal cat.
Martin, what's the conspiracy,
so,
mate?
the conspiracy is that an unnamed aeroplane brand, aircraft, what are they called? Airline, started handing out nose spray and saying, here you go, cop this, psh, psh, up your nose.
Yes.
So that you could taste your food
wet
because
your nose
it
tongue.
moistened or wetted your nose tongue, moistened everything
Dude, that's
in there.
genius.
That's genius. What do they do with the spray? Nanoparticles, man.
Put
It's
it
tracking
up.
you. It's tracking you.
Why?
Every single person who got nose sprayed is being tracked.
Dude. They actively...
How else are they going to get permission to spray your nose?
They were...
And they know your seat, so they know exactly where you are and who you are. They know your
Dude,
name,
that's
they know everything
actually
about
freaking
you.
me out.
They spray you. Not everyone gets sprayed though, do they? Oh, sorry, we've run out of spray. Sorry. Oh no, we've got some. Psh, psh, there you go. Seriously.
Dude.
And then they track you and they know where you are.
Okay, that's worrying.
Now,
Because here's the thing, think about all the stuff that happened with COVID and Pfizer and Moderna and everyone trying to like give you the whatever. Whereas if you want to eat your food, you just need a little of this. It's classic Pavlovian conditioning. Oh, you want the food? Yeah, you need the spray.
Yes.
And of course you're going to go, shh.
yeah, so that you can eat.
Why are they tracking us again though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, probably because it's too hard to just use this where you actually press a button saying, yes, track me.
Yeah. But the point is you're consenting to have a chemical or potentially a drug or something inserted into your body.
It's probably just a saline spray. If you really struggle with a dry nose on an airplane, try getting some of the like oily saline spray
Man, that's
things.
a freaky one because sometimes, like most of the time, you're full of shit.
Oh,
You know I love
this
you.
one's bullshit too. You know
No,
it's
I
not
don't think
bullshit.
it is. I don't think it is.
Speaking of airline conspiracies, and I believe we may have discussed this before, but it's very relevant. So, there's a pipe system in the airplane. You've ever wondered why the
come
toilets
on, man.
make the
Do
sucking
not,
sound?
Please don't. No.
They make the
next
sucking
week,
sound.
Tell them next week, please don't do that.
We'll get to that.
No, because
It just goes one level deeper because on the weekend when we were travelling, I discovered the last bastion of that system. Do you remember? Where it
Martin,
goes afterwards.
don't.
And why? Do you know why they hold you on the plane before they let you off?
Martin, please
you know when
don't.
the air bridge comes in, but
okay,
then we all
next
wait.
week, next
and
time.
you see trucks driving around.
No, because the reason that
Yeah,
this
we'll
one
get
is
to it.
worrying is because sometimes Marty goes and does some research, sees what's going on in the conspiracy hat. He's been talking about this for over a decade.
I witnessed it with my own eyes.
Over a decade,
witnessed
before
it.
this show even existed.
I witnessed it.
And so it's just too real for now, and we've
next
already
time.
had one for this segment.
Next conspiracy.
So Martin,
We'll
we're
probably
moving on to
Mailbag.
Fank of the Week.
Oh,
and you
Fanking.
know what? Sometimes we do Fanks of the Week. This
Let's do
week
Fanking.
we're actually doing Fank of the Week, singular. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualizing a product's photo by taking a photo of it down near your phone. Holy shit, dude. So, this shit. All right, here we go. I've only got one for you. I couldn't be. I'm tired. And you can have one photo. I'm not even putting music under it. There you go. Pulls hair, clogs easily, 19-inch reach, goes deep. Send us some pictures.
Wow, what a fank.
All right.
If
there
you want to
go.
add to the fank, you go on the Fanking group on Facebook, it's there. You can click on the thing, add it to the group. the Zuck that's decided that's the way it's going to happen, so that's the way it's happening, people, and we will get on board, just like the aeroplane.
Oh, it's daily.com, isn't it? Is that what it is?
No.
Fanking Daily?
So much beeping, oh my goodness.
Isn't it Fanking Daily?
Goats or beeps? Which has it been?
I thought it's Fanking Daily.
It is.
That's what I just said. Why did you beat me saying
because
that?
Because it said daily.
No, I didn't. I said
I don't want to
you.
do that. Blowing dust. Anyway, coming up on this very, very loose, we're just going to...
I don't think I could say any of these things on television.
No, you can't.
No, but we're not on television.
This is apparently because the screen's a different screen. All those people are watching this on a TV, which is very confusing. It came through a different pipe. No, wait, it didn't. It came through the same pipe. You paid money on a different thing to get different pixels that look like the same person. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What does matter is next up is
knifey
mail.
Where's my knife?
Bag.
So you may have noticed sometimes on this show, we try and do a little social experiment to see who out there in the marketing world, which, believe it or not, Marty and I worked in the fringe of the advertising industry for over a decade.
Bangs.
We worked in a music post house. We were doing music for ads, writing music for staff, doing post voiceovers,
we worked hard, man.
Doing stuff. We worked our asses off.
And then sometimes we'd divert the phone at lunchtime and make Marty come on videos.
That's true. And
Sorry,
we played... I'm going to be honest, and I wish I wasn't admitting it, but my brain, the way it works, once I start, have to finish. We played Minecraft once.
No, not Minecraft.
Wasn't it?
It was Warcraft.
Sorry. That's how much of a game I am.
Minecraft is if you were born in after year 2006, and Warcraft is if you were born in the 80s.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, we played Warcraft, and we had a machine in one studio and a machine in another studio, and you built up the warlocks, but do you know what I did? I had a tower, and Marty built up a bunch of really strong warriors, right? And he's got his 5 warriors coming over like this. I built up 10, they called them peasants. I don't know if you're allowed to call them that. In the game, they were called peasants. So Marty had his 5 warlocks, like level 10 warlocks. They came over, right?
Yes, my lord.
And they're all, yes, my lord. And they're all coming over to try and my shit up. And so I didn't have enough money to buy any warriors because I'd spent them all on my peasants to try and get their gold. And so as Marty, these things start coming over, and what I did, which I think is actually quite clever, I built one archery tower, right? And so I've got one archery tower up here.
Yeah.
And it's just shooting a thing. And then what I did was, as these guys would try and throw things at the archery tower, I pulled all my peasants out of the mine and I made them repair the archery tower. So this one archer up there killed all of Marty's warlocks.
After we'd done all the work and written 6 songs
we did that once.
day.
And you know what? Our bosses, Jason and Rodney, lovely blokes, and possibly watching. Possibly watching. But I'm pretty sure we did admit, we did all of our work, we did it well.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we slept there in sleeping bags, we stayed back so late. So work ethically. Martin, do you know what my trick was during Top Gear? Turn up on time, do your job. They were my 2 rules. Turn up on time, do the job. I was like, if I can do that, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Don't be late, don't not do your job.
Every job.
Every
that should
job
be every job. If you've agreed to take a job and do a job, and you've said someone goes, "Hey man, I got a job for you. I want you to do X, Y, Z," and you're okay, and you agree to it, you should just do it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're shit. And if they don't pay you, they're shit.
Yes.
It's kind of that simple. Because I think that's why you go to work to get paid for doing
It is a transactional relationship.
It is.
You're swapping your time for money, and ultimately, here's the thing: when you boil down, people think that they are working to get $10 to then buy some food. It's actually not that. That's a multi-system layer thing. What you're doing is you're trading your time. You've got a finite amount of time on the world, and you're swapping that time for a resource, and that resource is money, which then you can choose to do with what you so wish. So if you work for a day and you earn $100, but then the next day you go out and you spend that $100 on something that doesn't give you much joy, like buying a piece of bread that's worth a whole lot of money, and then you eat it, then you're out of balance. Because ultimately you shouldn't be spending more than what you earn. So Martin and I worked in a recording studio on the fringe of advertising, and what was very interesting to us as social media creators, awful word I know, we're not influencers, or what's the other one that people call us sometimes? I got called once the dirtiest word. It was called an entrepreneur. Anyway, we're really interested to know who has their finger on the pulse. And so sometimes we call out a company. We do not ring them in advance and say we're calling you out. We don't send them a cheeky email or a Facebook.
Money.
On this show, we say, hey, Boost Juice, can you give us a juice? Janine Ellis, she did it. We go, hey,
Well, she
Snickers.
gave you a juice. I'm still dirty on that.
No, she gave us
You
a
owe me
juice each, and I drank both of them.
thanks.
Which is true. So anyway, they've got a new one, a chocolate one. I had one yesterday.
I'd love
in
to try one, but I don't have any juice credit, do I?
So we should try and get some juice credit.
Yeah, you should get one.
Anyway, Domino's, they sent us 100 pizzas. No, they sent us a pizza live on the show,
And then
they sent us out some
100
codes.
vouchers.
Who else have we had, Martin? Snickers, they sent us a bunch of stuff. So then a couple of weeks ago...
Oh, those Snickers went out in Cheryl's boxes, by the way.
Oh, yeah, so
That's
these
where they
people
all
would have
went.
probably got them as well.
Well, there was 200 Snickers, and then when I went to go and put them in the Cheryl's box, there was only 150. So that's a mystery. And I know someone who really likes Snickers. So there was a few less Snickers in the Cheryl's boxes. But if you got one, I'm happy for you. Anyway, please continue.
It wasn't me. So, Martin, I was very intrigued, as are a lot of people who are gacking at hardstyle concerts, about lollipops.
Gacking. Gacking?
Is the word gacking, James? Yep, it
I
is.
thought it was picnicking.
No, picnicking's different. You picnic
picnicking's
when you have a
when you
light
sit on the
show, but
ground.
you gack when you're raving.
Oh, you're gacking out. Yeah.
Anyway, certainly when I was growing up in the 70s, when I used to go to concerts in the 90s, people there that were involved in having a great time would normally be sucking on a lollipop.
Oh.
Well, that was the thing. I don't know. I actually honestly don't know why they do it. James, hand up if you do know why they do it, just so we can... Do you know why they do it? You don't know? You kind of do?
Their jaws are swinging.
Oh, their jaws
Are swinging. I don't...
Oh, because they're nagging.
Yeah,
Isn't that...
anyway-
No, that's not nagging. What's that called? Gacking.
Anyway, what the are we talking about?
He's talking about lollipops.
Okay, so...
And social media.
Anyway,
Then we're wasting so much internet.
So anyway,
Oh my
this was meant to be
God.
a really quick one. The point was, I really like lollipops, and I looked into Chupa Chups because really I think that's kind of the most well-known brand. They've been around for ages, invented by a guy who was like, what if you get a lolly, put a stick in it, and then you don't get sticky fingers? So I was like, that's cool. And then interestingly, the Chupa Chup logo, I believe, was it Salvador Dali?
Yes.
He's the famous surrealist artist that did the melting clocks. Anyway, we called them out because I think they're excellent. My favourite flavour was watermelon. Did you have a favourite Chupa Chup flavour?
The cola ones.
Oh, the cola ones.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't like the milky ones as much.
I don't
The
like
ice
them
cream
as much
ones, I
either.
don't rate them.
We called them out. This is not sponsored content, being very, very clear about it. We called them out. We're like, Chupa Chup, is someone listening? Are you there? The next week we went, hey, it doesn't look like they were. We were wrong. They were there,
But not for a while. But then they were.
and they've sent us this box.
Let's go.
So I don't actually know what's in it.
Neither.
It could be a letter from their lawyers asking us to stop calling them out on the internet.
What I'm hoping is it's got some
but
stuff.
what we're hoping is...
Oh, dude.
Oh, is that... See,
Yes,
Here
that's
we
what I'm
go.
talking about.
so it appears that we have received
Oh, look at
a
that.
bucket.
Look at it.
Dude, it's the best
There's
of.
100.
It's the best of.
There's 100 of them.
There's cola in there, so you're sorted, and there's watermelon. There's
That
lemonade
means
flavour.
98 Chupa Chups are going to be going out in Cheryl's boxes.
So we will be sending these out to you.
98 of them, right?
Yes.
98 will be going out in Cheryl's
98
boxes.
are going out in Cheryl's
Yes.
boxes. So anyway, if you want to support the show, we'll actually chuck a couple in each one. So Chupa Chup, you did it. Well done.
You did it. Well done. Oh, look at it.
Where do we
dude.
go? Oh, what
Look
is
at
that?
this.
Dude, no, because it's a shop one.
Oh, it's a
no,
shop
this
one.
is meant.
We've got
Oh,
our own
dude,
shop
no, I'll
one.
show you how this works. I've seen this in the shops.
Oh.
That goes on top.
Oh, it smells like chemical
That's the
engineering,
watermelon
doesn't
one. Martin, that goes in the middle, and these go like this.
it? This is cool.
That's so cool.
Do you ever, when you're a kid, just, you know that there's like, you know, jelly bean guessing competition things?
And you just wanted the
win
whole
it?
thing?
I never won anything like that in my whole life, and I feel like now I've just won.
Look at that. Chupa Chup, thank you
flavour.
very much.
Good on ya.
I cannot
There's a
reiterate
watermelon one
enough.
for you.
They
There's
did
yours.
this out of good faith and fun,
These will go on.
and possibly wanting to get a few thousand views. But
So,
you know, good on you. You did it. Thank
We
you
actually
very much.
have a bit more mailbag, which we will show you right.
Whoa! Martin, it's going to have to be a bit of a quick draw, McGraw.
we're
now,
gonna
if you
get
want to
through it.
send us some stuff, by the way, it's going to the Unicorn Circuit, Moog and Marty, PO Box 475, Sydney Markets 2129. This one here is from Jamie Judges in Upper Ferntree Gully. I've heard of Ferntree Valley before. Ferntree Gully, sorry. And he sent what appears to be a couple of shirts, Martin. Has he given us... There's a letter in here as well.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's go with the letter first. All right, dear Moog and Marty, I've been watching MCM since you let Casey Neistat ride a moto compo around your garage.
nice.
That was
That
a cool
was-
video.
that
We'll
was
link
great
that one
fun.
below.
He was a great guy.
I draw cars on Instagram, and I made some T-shirts for you to
sick.
cheer you up after the VW Up ECU ordeal. Oh my
That's an
gosh,
excellent
that's
shirt.
an amazing
That is an
shirt.
excellent
Check
shirt.
them out. Let me know if I got your sizes wrong. I can always make new ones. You can find me on the Instagram. So his Instagram
Oh, yes.
is
It's
paper Garage, dude. That is unreal.
I will wear that 100%
Instagram,
when I do that.
paper.garage. And you know what, mate? I wouldn't have been able to follow you, but now I can at Instagram, Blair Jocelyn. It's down there. And Instagram, Martin Bergatron.
This is
Martin Mulholland.
from a gentleman called Reed Keevers. He's typed this on a typewriter, which I have not seen for a long time. Long-time fan, really enjoying the Brumby series at the moment. I have a soft spot for the little Subaru Utes. As a school teacher, I had one with a full WRX STO running gear. It was a weapon. That's very cool. I found the enclosed book at my local Salvos and thought if you find it interesting, given Marty's a Subaru tragic from way back. Keep up the good work, Reed. Thank you, Reed. He sent this. Subaru, the innovator from down under. Now, I actually have read this book before, but it's from Mark Publishing, and I think it was published in, like, the 80s?
Really?
Yeah, it's like proper old, man, or early 90s. Copyright 1991, there you go. So it's got like a whole 10 chapters on the history of Subaru. It's really, really cool. I have read it, it's a good book. If you're a Subaru nerd and get your hands on that, do it. It's very interesting.
I got one here. It says, Dear Unicorn Circuit, greeting from the 39th viewer of your show.
Look out.
We'll hit 40 one day. In a previous episode during the Fanking segment, you mentioned you would like some beaver buddies sent your way. Well, just so happens I was travelling past a Buc-ee's, I don't know what that is, and I figured I would send you a box to try. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for all the years of entertainment from Clint Silliman. Thank you so much, and he has actually sent us, Martin, some beaver buddies. Animal cookies, an assortment of fun shapes baked in sprinkles. We're going to eat them soon for our eat bag. Thank you very much, mate. That is very kind of you. And there's a lot of loot here.
It's jackpot.
Oh, dude, and there's photos of minis in that one.
This is a really long one, but it's from Beatrice, so I'm just going to do the Cliff's Note.
Yeah.
When my boyfriend and I got together many years ago, he introduced me to your show, and I had a Sleeper Beetle episode. Oh, that's cool. And then she found the Unicorn Circuit. Made your life better is an understatement, but this is...
thank you so much.
Hope you guys enjoy. Oh, snacks. Heaps of snacks. I'm going to give this a proper read. It's handwritten and I can't read it very well. But where are they from? From the UK. Oh,
amazing.
Dude, UK snacks.
And we have in here...
What is that?
There are photos. This one here, my 1993 Rover Mini Sprite. Photographed by me on our driveway.
Oh, my goodness.
That is a good-looking car. I love the Union Jack on the back as well. And over here...
Jammy Dodgers.
Dude, that looks just like my BRZ.
UK spec Snickers. They're going to be good.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Crunchies. What is this?
2013
Subaru
much. BRZ, photographed by me in New Forest. That looks just like mine, dude. Look at that. Marmite Crunch. Does it taste like Marmite?
So salty, but actually good.
All right, Martin.
Thank you, Beatrice. That is very generous. That's going to eat bag us for a while.
This one
fantastic
is from Peter, and Peter has sent... Oh, we got a letter. Hope you're enjoying the internets here, people, because this is all you're getting today. Hey, dudes, seeing what they did to your GTIR made me cranky. Oh, remember, it got stolen.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are very capable of fitting your own security systems, but if there's a car that you'd want looked at by someone who's been doing it for 20 years, just reach out.
Thank you.
Not trying to coattails, I care not for promotion from you guys. I just hate thieves and what they do. Cheers, Pete. But I'm calling you out anyway. Ghost Premium Immobiliser. And he sent some stickers, and I imagine he's probably on the Insta as well. That's Ghost Immobiliser. Installations.com.au. Thank you very much, mate. We'll keep that because sometimes we can't get our car started.
I didn't finish my story actually about what happened with my hire car when I was in Melbourne. So I hired a car. I clicked give me whatever on the hire car thing I normally use, and it ended up being a Polestar 2. It was fine, whatever. I drove it around, electric car. I'd parked it in the city, and then I had to walk into the F1 because that's the only way I could get there. And then when I came back, as I was driving back to the airport, I noticed a note flapping under my windscreen wiper, and I stopped and got it out. And it said, hey, your car got hit, but I saw it and I've got a photo, here's my number. And then when I looked around the car, I really struggled to find it. There was a tiny scratch on the back where someone had glanced at as they were probably reversing into the spot. It was quite a tight spot. I noticed it was hard for me to get out of the car parking spot. When I went back to the rental counter and said, someone hit it, there's a witness, I've spoken on the phone, he's happy to write a stat deck, and he supplied a photo of who it is. You can see the damage on the car, because after they hit me, he said they just parked there and left the car there.
Oh, right.
So they hit it and didn't run, which I guess is good.
Okay,
they might not have realised they hit it, that does happen sometimes. Anyway, so he said, I'll help you sort it out. Went to the rental place and said, here's the details, here's the thing, it's a scratch. In my head, I know that's about $300 to $400 to fix, just to blend in, it's not a big deal.
So they charged you $300?
They charged me $6,500. I didn't get the insurance because... it was such a short time and I was only driving one place and leaving a garage. So if I was driving lots of places or worried I was going to...
You have to get that money back, dude. If they fix it for $300, that's extortion.
They will Apparently what they do,
They'll
is
take the money, get it from them, then pay
and
you
then
back.
give you the rest back. But they still might say it's $2,000 to fix, which, whatever, neither here nor there. So that's my story I forgot to say later. Have you got one? I've got one ready to go.
No, I do. Sorry, I've got this one here. It's from Jamie Bruckwicki. And the reason that I think I need to open this, Martin,
These are
is
vegan.
because of the description. Is
These
it?
are vegan.
Well, keep them to yourself then, mate.
I like the little Marmite biking things. I rate it.
It's the description of
Yeah.
what's on this box, Martin, that has got me very excited. Look at that, but don't say out loud what it is, because I'm about to show the people. Marty and Moog. It appears we've got a meaty letter here. I feel like I have to rush. There's no rush.
Oh, we're not going to rush.
Let's
If
just
you don't want to
relax.
watch this, you can just turn it off.
Yeah, just turn it
We'll
off.
still
Just
be
go.
here.
But if you're, we're still going to
Perfect.
be here, and people have gone to a lot of effort to send us stuff. This here, I think, costs $75 just to send here, so I'm going to give it the time that it deserves.
It's amazing.
Here we go. Dear Marty and Moog, hi, my name's Jamie. I've sent you this gift to celebrate 16 years of watching Mighty Car Mods. Recently, my cousin acquired a 3D printer. He's on Facebook as a retro filament frenzy, Justin Summerhays. It'd be great if you could check out his page and give him a like. Well, more than that, just shouted it out. Anyway, we made this for you, so I really hope you like it. It'd be amazing if you could feature it on the Unicorn circuit, or if even better still, if you want to order some of the merch. Keep up the great work on the best four-wheel driving channel on YouTube. Regards, Jamie Bruckwicki. And what he has sent us, well, we're about to find out, Martin. Oh, best troll ever. It's just cardboard.
That's a lot of cardboard. Still going. Oh, you're into the paper. Oh, hello. Ooh, what's this? What is it?
All right, I don't know, Martin, but I'm starting to get excited. Let's just make sure we don't cut through. I bought a car once, and passenger seat, just massive cut through
right.
like that. Got like a $4,000 discount because I'm saying to the person selling it what happened, and he's just like, well, because when it first got delivered to the
plastic
dealership,
wrap on it.
had plastic on it, and the work experience kid just cut through it, cutting through the seat as well. I got a discount, then managed to weirdly via warranty, even though the car wasn't new, said, is this something that can be fixed? And they managed to put it through via warranty.
That's cool.
James, it's an excellent packing job, and I
much
feel like
wrapping.
it's a pass the parcel, and I'm about to win something incredible in the middle. Oh, I can see something. I can see something. And it is a...
I can see chopped fingers. Oh, it's a light box.
It's a chopped light
sick.
box.
USB light box.
That's
With a
so
remote.
cool. There was a little somewhere here.
Excellent.
I might have just thrown it away, but so oh, you're here. That's a little controller, right?
Watch
A little
out,
remote
don't
for
lose
it.
your chopper chop, dude.
On my chopper chop. Thank you very much, mate. That is an awesome gift, and we're going to get that going. Wait on, sorry, they go that way. There it is.
Awesome.
That's the way I like to see chop fingers go, by the way. That
That is
direction.
the way they're meant
and
to
that's
go.
the way, because sometimes I go past cars and they look like that. It's weird.
This one
I
is
like them going that way.
from
Thank
Lachlan.
you.
He says, to Mighty Car Mods, well, that's the other show, but this is Unicorn Circuit. I'm pleased to present you some club stickers for Lil Dub Club in celebration of the first Up GTI in Australia.
Oh,
This is
awesome.
Cool. Lil Dub Club is locally run for VW Polos and Up owners with monthly cars and coffee and other events, as these nuggets aren't commonly found in Australia. Indulge yourself in the chocolates, and we hope to see you on the road and around the track. Oh, that's cool. Actually, Little Dub Club.
Is that
Polos
Australian?
And Up, dude, it's a club for Polos and Ups in Australia.
That's
You've got a
so
Facebook
good.
and dude, that's for your car.
Oh, that's so cool. So Little Dub Club Facebook
That's
group.
mad. He's got a polo. Oh, dude,
And
he sent
Instagram,
us
Lockie
snacks.
Farnsey.
Thank you for the snacks.
at that.
He knows. That is a Unicorn
See,
Circuit
that's
viewer.
how you do things right.
He
you
knows,
just send
man.
the Snickers.
Snacks.
Because all the other Snickers are gone now. Actually gone.
Milky Bar. Good.
Little Dub Club.
Thank you. That's
Awesome.
excellent. All right.
Martin, have we still got time?
We have time for... I think we leave these ones for next. I reckon we do this one because I have a feeling this is an exciting one.
Okay.
I think we will soon find out. But based on its size and scale,
Thanks
Here we
for
go.
sending us all this stuff, by the way.
it's really
I'll
nice
take
of
the
you.
note. You start unloading.
It's for you anyway. Oh, stickers.
More Snickers?
Nah, stickers.
No, I thought you said Snickers. Got excited.
Motorbikes, dude. There's motorbikes. Keyring.
All right. Hey, fellas, been a big fan of your shows for years, and your music too. Thank you, mate. That's very kind. First episode I ever saw was when Moog bought Twisted dancing on the roof, and all I could ask was, what the fuck? I've been hooked ever since. Thank you, mate. Loving the highs and the lows.
This is good.
Seeing your race when you fried the Up GTI ECU, I knew I had to try and help. Please find enclosed one ECU.
That is very generous.
Please don't smoke this too. Keep up the good work from Andrew.
What a
Andrew,
legend.
you freaking
Donor
legend.
car Volkswagen Up GTI.
That is amazing.
You officially have a spare ECU. A few people did offer to send them, and by the time we got the emails, we had sorted it with our reflash Polo, and so I was like, "Thank you, don't worry about it." But that is awesome. Very, very.
That is
appreciated.
amazing. And you know what? This is actually
Legit
a very,
one.
very handy thing to have based
Oh, yeah.
on like what we like. we've still got some wiring to do. We only need to mess up one thing before, we might get a sizzle again. Yep. So that actually gives a lot of reassurance that we'll be able to, have some safety.
And it's funny because these are like...
Very kind of you, thank you.
These are super valuable, like as a new part, they're thousands of dollars. On the second-hand market, they're pretty cheap because I guess if you've got one that works, maybe a spare, but do you need 5 of them? No. That's pretty cool.
But you know what? Still, the fact that you bought it and you sent it out,
very
we
thoughtful.
really, really appreciate it. And
car people, man.
It's just, there's something so special about the car community when, they know that you kind of need something. Anyway, I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much.
You know that feeling when your stuff don't fit and you need it and then you get it. It's a good feeling.
Well, thank you, everybody. We'll save them for next time because, I don't know if we actually are wasting the internet or not. Yep. If you recognise these packages because you sent them, we will open them.
We're going to get to
next time.
Right there.
So, Martin, let's finish this episode with Radom Eat Bag. Radom Eat Bag's the episode of the show where we expand our mouths so we can expand our minds and learn about the world. And this week, Martin, we've got Beaver Buddies.
It's got to be the Beavers.
Beaver Buddies are animal cookies, and I believe we mentioned these recently. There's probably a special way these are meant to be opened. See how this has got a little thing on it? And very kindly, as you would have just seen in the previous segment, someone sent these to us. So thank you very much. We're going to crack them open.
They look like McDonald's cookies, don't they?
Yeah, but they've got hundreds and thousands baked into them. Have a go, Martin, and tell me what animal you get, and that will be your spirit animal.
I'm pretty sure I got a beaver.
I got a turtle.
No, mine actually looks like a mountain goat.
That's excellent. Do you know why? Because you could eat many of them.
Yeah, they're light and delicious.
I said whatever you picked would be your spirit animal, right? What did I get? The goat. The mountain goat. Wonderful. I don't eat goat. Lots of people do.
Because it's the buddies of the beaver. It's the beaver's buddies.
That's why they call them beaver buddies.
See?
Great.
That was half a rhino.
Everyone, thank you for watching this wild and wacky show. A lot of the things that we've spoken about are down below. And Martin, it's time to go there. I'm calling out Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola Amatil?
Is that
Australia's version of Coca-Cola? Yeah, but I want the caffeine-free, zero sugar, vanilla Coke, otherwise known as Why Bother, or send us something experimental, dude.
No, send us not Coke, because they make all sorts of stuff.
No, I want a Coke, but America, you can get 78 different kind of Cokes. Surely in Australia, there's just a cool one. Something a bit different. Maybe it's like a raspberry and a cherry and a vanilla all combined. Maybe. I'll give it a crack. I'm all for the medicine tasting drinks.
But if you are out there right now and you work for Coca-Cola or Sprite or does even Deep Spring still exist, any of the other brands that they own, currently on this show we have a 100% success rate. Every single company that we have mentioned and called out has sent something and then we send it on to the fans. You don't have to send us 100 pizzas like Domino's did. You don't need to do that. You can send us 2 juices like Boost did. You just got to send proof.
1 juice.
You just got to send proof. I enjoyed those 2 juices very much.
I know you did.
Choc Muscle Hustle, it's called.
Yeah, well, where's
delicious. Mine? I'm going to shout you one.
No, that's not the point. I wanted that one.
I drank that one.
Yeah, but why?
Because they gave us 2 and I was thirsty.
And when we speak about the drinking of the Boost juice and where it goes, we'll talk about it next time with the whole aeroplane thing and the pipes. Because it's related.
I don't think we can talk about that.
We can.
Anyway, people, thank you very much. The links to anything of interest we spoke about is below, which is why there's no links there. See? No, there are a couple of links down there. So anyway, check it out. Thank you for watching the show. We're going to go get some lunch. We really enjoy making this show. There's heaps of car stuff coming out. Martin is a legend. We're back at it.
So you,
and,
mate. You're a
thank
legend.
you, Martin.
Very good at what you do.
Chop, chop. Thank you, Martin.
Chop, ready?
I don't know what I do anymore, Martin.
I break the scissors, but watch
so
this
tired.
get chopped. What do you mean? No, you just be yourself. Ready? We're going to chop to the end of the episode. 3, 2, 1.
Nothing happened. I'm still just sitting here and you're eating that food.
I like these, man. But I like the umami's type things. Do you?
So
I don't like seaweed because I'm not supposed to eat it because it's bad for you, but...
Martin, that is an excellent segue, umami and seaweed. Oh, yeah? Because on plain food, quite specifically, when they give you pastry, do you know that seaweed has natural MSG in it? Not the 621, actual natural MSG in it. And
there's a whole other conversation about MSG
Martin,
next time.
Go with it.
Okay.
They are crushing up
yeast extract
and hiding seaweed in food on planes.
Illegal.
And that is not a conspiracy, that
Illegal.
is a fact.
It's illegal. Is that even legal? Illegal.
Dude, look at this.
You know why? Because people with seaweed intolerances...
Look at this, Martin. If I look for
Bad for you. Bad for me, not you. What's
seaweed.
in this? Is there seaweed
Some
in
of our
this?
senses are unaffected by altitude, so-called fifth taste umami, pleasantly savoury taste.
Yep.
Because, wait,
Well, dude, that's a credible news source.
And as such,
Salt.
sometimes on plain food they resort to umami. For example, with a recipe for shepherd's pie
That features
that will
seaweed.
have seaweed in the crust.
Can't eat it. This has yeast extract, salt, natural flavouring, citric acid, all these acids and extra stuff, and they go spice, herb extract. It's like they extract the bit that behaves the most like an MSG, but it's still
Yes.
technically natural. There's the documentaries on that. If you're interested, you should check it out. Know what you're eating. I know I'm eating a snack,
I spent a little bit of time. Martin.
which I'm apparently allergic to.
I spent a little bit of time in a lab where they were making esters. A few years. Esters are things that smell like different things. So
I thought you meant the thing you need to get into America.
Oh, no, as in smells and scents of things.
Right.
And what somebody told me back then, this was early 2000s and it could have changed, but they said that if you make something synthetically that is compositionally the same as a natural product, that they're allowed to call it a natural product.
What?
Because what is the difference between a strawberry that grows here and let's say you get that, duplicate it, make a strawberry, and if you dissect them both and they're exactly the same, then if that's called natural, they call that natural, even though that's unnatural. Is this show still going?
What is a food lab technician's favourite treat? An Easter egg.